Devil's Garden. With a name like that, you would think we would turn around. But my husband, Pradeep, and I decided to go. In fact, curious and with wonder. Arches National Park in Utah has these arches which are timeless, eternal. And as we are walking into Devil's Garden, we come across landscape arch, massive, huge. But I'm told that a piece of that arch fell a few years ago, reminding us that even the strongest can break. I should have taken that hint, but we kept going, and the trail became harder. Now we were scrambling up, and my hands and my knees were attached to those big red boulders. My clothes were all red. Slowly we climbed up and we were rewarded with another arch, a double arch, like two circles, and they're connected on one end. And we also came across a sign that said, "Primitive trail, unmarked, dangerous, risky. Don't, don't go." And my husband and I looked at each other and we chuckled. We've done the hard part. We just scrambled up. This could not be harder than this. So we kept going. And we were having fun. Those 1,000 feet tall, rocky red sandstone mountains, we are actually playing and finding images in them like you'll do with the clouds. I see a goat, a mount, an elephant, kings and queens on thrones. We are lost in those mountains till we realize that we are actually lost. The cell phone shows SOS, no signal. We have run downloaded the map. We don't see a soul in sight. And you can only do slow breathing that much. After a while, we hear some sounds and we just run towards that, and we find this stranger couple, Mike and Joanne. They seem to know their way, so we follow them, and after a while, we find ourselves on the top of a hill. When I look at where I have to go, I am not going there. I am not going. It's a slope, it's a 30 feet down slope. And that's not the challenge. The challenge is that the trail is another 2 feet away, which drops into a cliff which is perhaps 200, 300 feet down. I see the end of my own story. I am not going there. My hands are sweaty. My heart is beating hard. I can't go back. I don't know how I climbed that damn thing up, right up to here. Then I see Mike, his hand is extended right in front. So I have a plan. I sit on top with my butt right facing towards him, and I'm going to inch my way to him, and then I'm going to grab his hand, and then we're going to cross onto the trail. The thing is, as soon as I sat, the slick rock and the momentum, the angle, I was sliding down. And in that sliding, I had already shifted and I was no longer going towards Mike. I was a few feet away from him. I was seeing the end. Mike, in split second, moved a few feet just to be in front of me with his hand extended like this. I grabbed his hand for my life. And then I calmed myself down as I was on the trail, and as I gathered my breath, I could feel an arch build on my heart. That heroes are for real. They may not wear capes, they may not have a theme song, they might appear as strangers with a name like Mike and Joanne, but heroes do exist. We went to Devil's Arch, the Devil's Garden, looking for arches, and we found angels. Thank you.